Hi there, I'm Bernice Quisenberry, founder, CEO, and president of Chasing the Rainbows, a national nonprofit that is offering daily support services to infertility, miscarriage, stillbirth, and infant loss survivors. Currently, the United States is in a maternal health crisis as declared by President Biden. Reproductive trauma is finally being recognized as the horrific losses that they are by the National Institute of Health and other organizations. The national annual statistics for infertility is 41 million people a year living with it, 1 million miscarrying every year, about 24,000 babies born dead every year, and about 21,000 infants that pass within their first year. These traumatic losses, returning to life, returning to work, returning to society after only 3 days of grieving is not enough. We need to do more. $75 billion a year is wasted in our workplace from grief because of the lack of support, the lack of mental health support for grieving and traumatic losses. With that said, we are looking to expand, to increase our daily support services because we are growing 500 to 600% month over month of support recipients. And that's due to the lack of there being another organization that is doing any kind of daily support services like we are. Currently, within our first year and a half, we have developed daily support groups twice a day virtually to fit into survivors' schedules and to meet them where they're at. We also have peer mentors who lived a similar experience but are also trauma-informed trained to be able to reach out to the survivor as many times as they need throughout the week and also be there for them to walk alongside them hand in hand. We have our Cried Out Loud podcast, which is on all major streaming platforms. And it's all about what living is like, what life is like after we go through these traumatic losses, things that you don't recognize or know until you go through it. We also have individual trauma therapy where we partner with a center and we get them in to see a trauma therapist, and either to low cost or no cost to them. We also have trauma developed yoga, meditation, and breathwork videos that our survivors have access to as another way of coping. Because in the end, what we are trying to do is give survivors the different methods that they need to be able to cope as they heal and they process the loss that they just went through. Because no parent outlives their baby. No parent outlives their child. And when this happens, your world is completely shattered. So we are asking from the Delaware Community Foundation for support to be able to expand our services and offer more for these survivors as they are returning to routine daily life, and to help them to cope, to learn how to live, and to live with that duality now of living with a lifetime of grief along with enjoyment again in life. Thank you for your consideration.